If you're over 60 and wondering why your energy levels have plummeted, why intimacy feels like a distant memory, and why you just don't feel like the man you used to be, the answer might not be in your medicine cabinet. It could be hiding in your local gym or even your living room floor. What I'm about to share with you goes against everything the pharmaceutical industry wants you to believe. They profit from the idea that declining male vitality after 60 is inevitable and can only be treated with expensive medications and synthetic interventions. But what if I told you that the solution to reclaiming your masculine energy isn't found in a prescription bottle, but in 5 specific exercises that can transform your body's natural chemistry? I'm Dr. Sarah Mitchell, and after 25 years specializing in men's health and hormonal wellness, I've witnessed something remarkable. Men who incorporate these targeted exercises into their daily routine don't just feel stronger physically. They report dramatic improvements in areas they thought were lost forever. Better circulation, increased energy, enhanced confidence, and yes, a renewed sense of masculine vitality that many believed was gone for good. The science is undeniable. Yet most men over 60 have never heard of these exercise protocols. Today, I'm breaking that silence. I'll reveal the 5 exercises that work synergistically to boost your body's natural testosterone production, improve blood flow to critical areas, and restore the physical foundation that supports male confidence and performance. But here's what makes this even more powerful. These aren't complicated gym routines that require expensive equipment or hours of your time. They're strategic movements that you can perform anywhere, designed specifically for the mature male body. And for those who stay until the end, I'll share the exact timing and frequency that maximizes results while avoiding the common mistakes that can actually sabotage your progress. Before we dive in, if you're serious about reclaiming the vitality you thought was lost to age, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. This channel is dedicated to giving men like you honest, science-based solutions that actually work. If this message resonates with you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0, and let me know what you're looking for. Your feedback drives everything I create here. Now let's uncover the truth about what's really happening to your body after 60, and why these 5 exercises hold the key to turning things around. Here's what the medical establishment won't tell you. Starting around age 40, your testosterone levels begin dropping by 1 to 2% every year. By the time you reach 60, this decline has accelerated, and over a third of men your age have testosterone levels below what's considered normal. But testosterone isn't just a number on a lab report. It's the hormone that drives your energy, your confidence, your muscle mass, and yes, your intimate performance. The devastating cascade doesn't stop there. As testosterone drops, muscle mass follows. After 60, you lose muscle mass at an accelerated rate, creating a vicious cycle. Less muscle means less testosterone production. Less testosterone means even more muscle loss. Meanwhile, your cardiovascular system is fighting its own battle. Blood vessels become less flexible, circulation slows, and the very foundation of male vitality begins to crumble. Most men accept this as inevitable aging. They resign themselves to fatigue, diminished desire, and a body that no longer responds like it used to. But what if I told you this entire cascade can be interrupted and even reversed with the right approach? The first exercise I want to share with you is so simple that most men dismiss it entirely. Yet Harvard researchers discovered something remarkable when they studied this activity. Men in their 60s who performed this exercise regularly reported intimate lives comparable to men 20 years younger. I'm talking about swimming, but not just any kind of swimming. Swimming represents the perfect cardiovascular exercise for men over 60 because it addresses multiple factors simultaneously. First, it provides comprehensive cardiovascular conditioning without the joint stress that comes with running or high-impact activities. This is crucial because your cardiovascular health directly impacts your ability to maintain strong, lasting erections. Here's the science. High blood pressure, elevated blood sugar, and high cholesterol cause the vascular problems that lead to erectile dysfunction. Swimming combats all 3. It keeps your blood vessels clear and flexible, resulting in stronger and more sustained blood flow exactly where you need it most. But the benefits go deeper. Swimming engages your entire body, promoting blood circulation to your pelvic region while building the core strength and endurance that supports sexual performance. It burns serious calories, which is vital because excess weight, particularly belly fat, actively works against your testosterone production. The Harvard study I mentioned involved 160 swimmers, and the results were extraordinary. Participants in their 60s didn't just feel younger, their bodies functioned younger. They had the stamina, flexibility, and confidence of men decades their junior. If swimming isn't accessible to you, don't worry. Any cardiovascular exercise that gets your heart rate elevated for sustained periods will provide similar benefits. A brisk 30-minute walk, cycling, or even dancing can trigger the same physiological improvements. The key is consistency and duration. Aim for at least 60 minutes of aerobic activity per week, though more provides additional benefits. The second exercise protocol is where things get interesting, because this directly triggers your body's natural testosterone production. I'm talking about resistance training, specifically weightlifting, with a targeted approach that's perfectly suited for the mature male body. When you lift weights, something remarkable happens at the cellular level. Your muscles don't just grow stronger, they signal your endocrine system to ramp up testosterone production. This isn't theory. Research shows that men who engage in regular resistance training can boost their testosterone levels by 15%, while simultaneously reducing their risk of hypogonadism by 46%. But here's what most men get wrong. They either avoid weights entirely thinking they're too old, or they try to lift like they did in their 20s and end up injured. The optimal approach for men over 60 involves compound movements that work multiple muscle groups simultaneously. Think squats, deadlifts, bench presses, and rows, but performed with proper form and appropriate weight. The magic happens in the intensity and recovery cycle. Short, intense sessions with adequate rest between workouts allow your body to build muscle while producing the hormonal cascade that restores masculine vitality. Aim for no more than 20 to 40 sets maximum per workout to ensure you don't overdo it and risk injury or hormonal suppression. What makes this even more powerful is the psychological component. As you build physical strength, you simultaneously build confidence. You walk taller, speak with more authority, and approach intimate situations with the assurance that comes from knowing your body is strong and capable. The third exercise might surprise you because it's not what most men think of as exercise at all. Yet clinical studies show it should be the first-line treatment for erectile dysfunction and sexual performance issues in men over 60. I'm talking about pelvic floor exercises, commonly known as Kegels, but performed with a precision that most men never learn. Your pelvic floor is like the foundation of a house. When it's strong, everything above it functions properly. When it weakens, cracks appear throughout the system. These muscles control blood flow to your penis, help create and maintain erections, and influence ejaculation control and orgasm intensity. Here's what happens anatomically. The ischiocavernosus and bulbocavernosus muscles work together to increase pressure within your penis during erection, while simultaneously preventing blood from flowing back out. When these muscles are weak, you can't achieve or maintain the firmness you once had. When they're strong, you not only regain function, but often experience more intense sensations than you remember. The technique is straightforward, but requires precision. First, identify the correct muscles by stopping your urine flow midstream. Those same muscles that prevent you from passing gas also form your pelvic floor foundation. Once you've located them, the basic exercise involves tightening these muscles for 3 seconds, then relaxing for 3 seconds. Start with 3 sets of 10 repetitions daily. As your strength builds, progress to holding the contractions for 5 seconds, then eventually 10 seconds. Most men notice improvements within a month, but the full benefits develop over time with consistent practice. What makes this exercise particularly powerful is that you can perform it anywhere, anytime. Whether you're sitting in traffic, watching television, or lying in bed, you can be strengthening the very muscles that support your masculine function. But we're just getting started. The fourth exercise protocol combines cardiovascular benefits with stress reduction in a way that directly impacts your hormonal balance and sexual confidence. Stay with me because what I'm about to reveal about high-intensity interval training could change everything you thought you knew about exercise after 60. High-intensity interval training, or HIIT, represents perhaps the most efficient exercise protocol for men over 60 who want maximum results in minimum time. But what makes HIIT particularly powerful for masculine vitality isn't just the physical benefits. It's the way this exercise directly attacks one of the silent killers of male drive: chronic stress. Here's what happens inside your body when stress levels remain elevated. Your system produces excessive amounts of cortisol, the stress hormone that acts like kryptonite to testosterone production. The more stressed you are, the lower your testosterone drops. It's a biological fact that most men don't understand, but one that explains why even physically healthy men can struggle with energy, desire, and performance. HIIT works by providing an intense but brief stress to your system. followed by recovery periods that allow your body to adapt and grow stronger. This mirrors the natural stress recovery cycle that your body craves. During those intense intervals, you're pushing your cardiovascular system to its limits. During recovery, you're allowing your nervous system to reset and your hormones to rebalance. The beauty of HIIT for men over 60 is its efficiency. You can achieve profound cardiovascular and hormonal benefits in just 15 to 20 minutes, making it sustainable even with a busy schedule or physical limitations. The short bursts of maximum effort followed by active recovery create the perfect environment for fat burning, muscle preservation, and testosterone optimization. But here's the critical detail most men miss. The intensity must be genuine. We're talking about working at 85 to 90% of your maximum effort during those work intervals. This might mean sprinting for 30 seconds, then walking for 90 seconds, or cycling at maximum resistance for 45 seconds, then easy pedaling for 2 minutes. The stress-busting effects are immediate and profound. That feeling of tension, anxiety, or overwhelm that many men carry after 60 gets literally burned away during these sessions. Your cortisol levels drop significantly, creating space for testosterone to flourish. The result isn't just better physical performance. It's a renewed sense of calm confidence that carries into every aspect of your life. I remember a patient, Michael, who came to me at 62 feeling completely defeated. He'd gained weight around his midsection, felt constantly tired, and hadn't experienced morning arousal in over a year. Within 6 weeks of incorporating HIIT sessions 3 times per week, he called me with excitement in his voice. "Doctor," he said, "I don't just feel stronger. I feel like myself again." That transformation isn't unusual. It's the natural result of giving your body the right stimulus to rebuild itself from the inside out. Now, the 5th and final exercise might seem unconventional, but it addresses something that traditional fitness completely overlooks. While the first 4 exercises rebuild your physical foundation, this one creates the mind-body connection that transforms good circulation and strong muscles into confident, satisfying, intimate experiences. I'm talking about yoga and targeted flexibility training. But not the gentle stretching most people imagine. This is about specific movements that enhance hip mobility, improve spinal flexibility, and create the body awareness that confident men possess naturally. The connection between flexibility and masculine confidence might not be obvious, but consider this. Tension in your hips, tightness in your lower back, and restricted movement in your pelvis directly impact your ability to move with grace and power. When your body feels stiff and restricted, your mind follows suit. When you move with fluid strength, everything about your presence changes. The psychological benefits are equally important. Yoga and flexibility work require you to focus intensely on your breath and body position. This develops the kind of present moment awareness that transforms intimate experiences. Instead of being distracted by performance anxiety or mental chatter, you learn to stay connected to physical sensations and emotional intimacy. Specific poses target the exact areas that support masculine vitality. Hip openers release tension that restricts blood flow to your pelvic region. Spinal twists improve circulation while building core strength. Forward folds calm your nervous system while stretching the muscles that support healthy posture and confident movement. The growing recognition of yoga's benefits for men reflects something important. The number of American men practicing yoga grew from 4 million to 10 million in just 4 years, and many cite improved sexual health as a primary motivation. But here's where most men make critical mistakes that sabotage their results entirely. They either go too hard too fast, leading to injury and discouragement, or they assume more is always better, not realizing that excessive exercise can actually lower testosterone and diminish the very vitality they're trying to restore. The research is clear on this point. Men who exercise more than 10 hours per week often experience decreased libido compared to those with more moderate routines. This happens because extreme exercise becomes another stressor on your system, driving up cortisol and suppressing the hormonal balance you're working to restore. The sweet spot for men over 60 involves consistent, strategic exercise that challenges your body without overwhelming your recovery capacity. This means alternating intense days with gentle movement, prioritizing sleep and nutrition to support your training, and listening to your body's signals rather than pushing through pain or exhaustion. Timing matters tremendously. Morning exercise sessions can boost testosterone production for the entire day. Evening workouts can improve sleep quality, which is when your body performs most of its hormonal optimization and muscle repair. The key is finding a rhythm that fits your lifestyle and energy patterns. Recovery isn't just about rest days. It's about creating the conditions for your body to adapt and grow stronger. This means adequate sleep, proper hydration, stress management, and nutrition that supports hormone production rather than working against it. Integration is everything. These 5 exercises work synergistically when combined thoughtfully. Swimming or cardiovascular work provides the foundation of healthy circulation. Resistance training builds the muscle mass that supports testosterone production. Pelvic floor exercises target the specific muscles that control sexual function. HIIT optimizes your hormonal environment while maximizing efficiency. Yoga and flexibility work creates the mind-body connection that transforms physical capacity into confident expression. But knowing what to do is only half the equation. The other half involves implementation strategies that ensure you actually follow through consistently, rather than starting enthusiastically and fading after a few weeks. The most successful men I work with don't try to overhaul everything at once. They start with one exercise protocol and master it before adding the next. They create non-negotiable time blocks in their schedule, rather than hoping to find motivation when they feel like it. They track their progress not just in physical measurements, but in energy levels, sleep quality, and overall sense of vitality. Most importantly, they understand that this isn't about becoming the man they were at 30. It's about becoming the best version of who they are now with the wisdom and experience that only comes with maturity, combined with the physical vitality that supports confidence and connection. What you've learned today represents a complete system for reclaiming masculine vitality after 60. But knowledge without action changes nothing. The question isn't whether these exercises work. The science proves they do. The question is whether you'll take the first step tomorrow morning, or continue hoping that things will improve on their own. If you've made it this far, that tells me something important about you. You're not just another man accepting decline as inevitable. You're still fighting for the vitality that defines who you are at your core. And that fighting spirit is exactly what will carry you through the transformation ahead. Your journey starts tomorrow morning, not next week, or when you feel more motivated. Pick one exercise from what we've discussed. Maybe it's a 20-minute walk that gets your blood flowing. Maybe it's learning to properly engage your pelvic floor muscles while you drink your morning coffee. It doesn't matter which one you choose. What matters is that you choose. Because here's what I've learned after treating thousands of men over 60. The ones who reclaim their vitality aren't the ones who had the perfect plan or the most time or the best genetics. They're the ones who decided that feeling truly alive was worth 15 minutes of effort each day. They're the ones who refused to surrender their masculine energy to the calendar. Within 2 weeks of starting any of these exercise protocols, you'll notice subtle changes. Your sleep might deepen. Your morning energy could sharpen. That heavy feeling in your legs when you climb stairs might start to lift. These aren't dramatic transformations, but they're the first whispers of your body remembering what it's capable of. By the end of the first month, those whispers become a clear voice. Your posture improves because your core is stronger. Your confidence grows because you're keeping promises to yourself. That spark of desire you thought was extinguished begins to flicker again. Not because of any pill or treatment, but because you've given your body the tools it needs to heal and thrive. This isn't about chasing your youth. It's about claiming the strength that's rightfully yours at every stage of life. You have decades ahead of you, and you get to decide whether you'll spend them feeling vibrant and capable, or resigned and diminished. If this message has reached you at the right moment, I need you to do something for me. Share this video with another man who needs to hear that vitality has no expiration date. Think of a friend, a brother, someone you respect, who deserves to know that his best days don't have to be behind him. Drop a comment below and tell me which exercise you're starting with tomorrow. I read every single response, because your journey matters to me. And if you want more content like this, honest information that actually works for men over 60, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Your transformation begins the moment you decide it does. The science is on your side. The tools are in your hands. The only question left is whether you'll use them. Thank you for your trust and for being part of this mission to redefine what it means to age with strength and purpose.